wake up. It's time for you to lose the blues, and this is a very special treat. Tell it to everyone you meet, that life is all for living and love is all for giving. So this is a very special day. Tell it to everyone along the way, that this is a very special day.
Special day it is. It is a finally fantastic, maybe just a little freaky Friday. That means my partner in crime, my coach this morning, is Holly Thompson from Salem Crossing. Good morning, Holly.
Good morning.
Happy Friday.
I'm so excited it's Friday.
Yeah, I know. And the rain came down.
You know what? It's probably not the way we wanted the rain to come in, but it's rain nonetheless, and you know it's going to take care of the ground and the burn ban and all the things, hopefully. So
yes, and our burn ban has been lifted. We're going to be talking with Denny in just a second here. And Holly, let's thank our sponsors this morning.
We'd like to thank Meadowview Healthcare, Walmart, Salem Crossing, Hoosier Uplands, Americans for Prosperity, Mama Rosa's, Fox Pearly Wealth Management, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Dr. Mindy Gunn, Marshall Monuments, and McAllister Land Consulting. We thank you so much, sponsors.
And right here locally, I do want to say that our 3 county schools, East Washington, West Washington, and Salem, are full throttle today. The buses are rolling, and we will keep you updated on that. But let's go ahead and check in with our our EMA Emergency Management Director, Denny, and see what's cooking. Hey, I was gonna say, hey, good looking. What's cooking, right? What's brewing, Denny?
What is brewing?
Yeah, of course.
Some extremely high winds that are coming in from Helene. They have upped it several times through the night, and they have now changed it to a warning. Everybody needs to know that you always watch for a warning. A watch means it's possible, and warning means it's a coming.
Right. Now, is that more to the south of us, or where exactly do you feel, how do we fit into that here in the Kentuckiana area?
It is going to be southern Indiana. We have the possibility of 60-mile-an-hour winds this afternoon. The big thing about that is it depends on a lot of the clearing, because there will be an area of clearing. Just like any other hurricane, there's going to be like an eye. So we'll have a break for a little while, and then it'll come down. They are saying that our area will get 2 to 5 inches of rain between now and Sunday, with the bulk of it coming down today. The big thing we have to worry about is this afternoon. They're saying around noon is when the high winds are going to start hitting, and we're going to have to worry about high-profile vehicles, and the amount of rain on the road is going to cause hydroplaning. And we also already have trees down, and the winds are going to take down some of the older trees, or trees that are saturated with the rain. So you'll have to watch for that, too.
Right. I know I've seen a lot of big limbs down already, so if there's more coming. So do you think, I'm just trying to, kind of ask questions that maybe a lot of parents would like to know. Okay, so if it kind of comes in at noon, do you think by like the 3 o'clock, 3:30 hour, do you think that the winds will be a little bit less, or what are you seeing or think, or what do you kind of?
No,
I know
the high wind.
Go ahead.
The high wind warning is in effect until 7 p.m. tonight. So that will be going on. They said that the afternoon commute will be very bad because of the high-profile vehicles and because of the wind. So I don't see it letting up until later this evening.
Okay. So, of course, we know that makes it rough for, for buses or, maybe even semis or, high, like you said, the higher automobiles or the
high-profile vehicles, yes.
Profile vehicles, okay. All right, and as far as like what we as a, and for surrounding communities too, because I hope, we're reaching out there. Do you think there'll be very much, of course, I know this is things that we don't know 100%, but you just got freshly off the call, and I appreciate that update. I appreciate you staying informed, and I know you're very busy right now. Do you think that as far as electricity, I mean, the outages and stuff, do you think that that's a possibility too, I guess?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that is one of the things we're anticipating is because of the high winds. I know that there is the area near Daisy Hill right now. There's some residents that don't have power. as this progresses throughout the day and the winds pick up, trees take down power lines, and the wind itself can take down power lines. So we will have some power outages. However, I did just have a message from Duke that they are ready to rock and roll. They're, if they have any issues, they're ready to go. Jackson REMC has already been in contact with us, so they're ready to rock and roll. So everybody's planning. I've talked to Jeff Miller, who is the president of the Fire Chiefs Association. He's going to have the firemen on standby to help with the trees if we need to.
Awesome.
And County Highway is already out there doing a great job.
Don't you love our people? Aren't they fantastic?
Mm-hmm.
I do. Everybody comes together.
They do. We just want everybody praying for their safety because they go above and beyond, and all of that. We've got the best of the best. But another question: would this be any kind of a condition? And I'm just throwing things out there, but I just kind of want to know, for a tornado, would that be something that would be considered, or what do you think on that?
They are saying that it's a very low possibility for a tornado. However, that also depends on this afternoon and how warm it can get. If the temperatures can get up, if we have a break in the rain, but the clouds remain, we should be good. If there's also a break in the clouds and the sun comes out and it starts heating up, that is a possibility. But they are saying that is a very slight possibility.
Okay. And again, Denny, you work well, and I know that the emergency management, I know the works fantastic with the schools, if there is, and we'll keep everybody in contact. And I know the schools, it's been kind of a trying to figure out to or not to have, and I think making they felt like to have the school was fine, but these are definitely things that we need to definitely keep alert and keep our eyes on for sure.
Right, and the actual warning didn't come out until 6 o'clock this morning.
Right.
So they didn't have the foresight to be able to do anything right away. I usually am in touch with the schools. I'll talk to the superintendents or the superintendent's offices and let them know what I'm seeing and what the National Weather Service is telling me, so that I can get that out to them and they can make an informed decision on what they need to do to keep everyone safe.
Right. Well, I think with this knowledge and information that you're giving us this morning, we definitely, this is where we need to go forward and just, protect, be prepared, and, have the emergency, maybe your kits ready should there be, like without electricity, check on, maybe those
right.
that live alone.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Have something in place. Make sure your batteries are up to date and all your flashlights. Have your weather radios on so you can hear, if there's any type of tornado. Like I said, that's a very, very rare thing. They're not anticipating that right now. But if that should happen, just so that they can stay informed of what's going on. Like, the biggest thing, of course, is going to be the trees and debris. So anybody who's got a chance now, it is not pouring down rain right now. Later, it's supposed to be sheets of rain. So if you can get outside, get your lawn furniture, tied up, get your trash cans in the house, get whatever you can do to get all your stuff tied down so it doesn't damage your property or the neighbors.
Yeah. And those winds that we're talking about, those can be really, really strong.
Right. Yeah. A wind gust of 60 miles an hour or more, which they said that there's a possibility it could be a little higher. Just a random wind that blows like that will just blow a car right off the road.
Yeah.
Especially if, like we talked about, if it was high profile. So that could be damaging, and then you could be driving down the road and all of a sudden, somebody's lawn chair comes flying at you.
Well, that's true.
So you need to be careful. Everybody needs to secure their property and just keep an eye out, drive safe. Hydroplaning is a big deal. We haven't had much rain recently. Once we have a dry spell and we get some rain, the roads get a little greasy. So hopefully that'll not be a problem, but that was one of the things they did specifically address in the briefing, is that hydroplaning is going to be a big deal because of the amount of standing water that's going to be on the road, because it's not going to have time to drain fast enough.
Right. Well, I know, the rain started last night. I was in, Louisville, and actually a little bit further in Kentucky, and there was a car that did the hydroplaning, and that's something you just got to be so careful, and
Mm-hmm.
and drive, bring down your speed,
right.
and just be careful. So do we think we'll see the most of it today?
Yes, most of it will be today. I would say after 7 p.m. tonight, most of it, we're going to have the rain. It is going to rain all weekend. But we are not going to have the dangerous high winds. Those should subside by later tonight. Because of and the wind, of course, will be driving the rain, so it'll make it very difficult to see to drive. So just, you have to use caution. Any updates that I get, everybody's welcome to look at my Facebook page. I update that as soon as I get something, and that's Washington County, Indiana Emergency Management. You have to make sure you put the Indiana in there because there's a lot of Washington counties.
Sure.
But
yeah.
Washington County, Indiana Emergency Management, and I will update that anytime I get something new.
Right. You bring up a good point because there are several Washington counties, so make sure you do see that Indiana part. I'm glad you said that. Yeah.
Yes.
Another thing too,
Right.
of course, and I don't mean it's comical, but of course the burn ban has been lifted, correct?
It has not been officially lifted
Oh,
yet.
okay.
I just need a signature from one of the commissioners, but I've been in contact with him. He is coming in to sign that today, and the burn ban will be lifted today, obviously.
Okay, the burn ban will be, obviously.
I don't think anybody wants to be out there burning today anyways, because that probably wouldn't be good.
No, I just, we needed the rain, to this extent that we didn't want, all the fussiness that goes along with it. But, I think everyone has been very much welcoming the rain.
Yes, I agree. We definitely needed the rain. We were in a drought situation, so hopefully that'll alleviate that for us and help the farms out and see if we can get some moisture in there for anything that's going on. The unfortunate thing is we have a lot of events going on this weekend, so
Yeah.
Everybody who's going to be at these events, just pay attention to what's going on. Make sure that you read up from the National Weather Service or check my Facebook page before you head out to events so you're prepared for what you're going to encounter.
Okay, and do you know anything about this hurricane, Denny? I mean, is it just like, she's just a force to be reckoned with, right?
Yes. The problem you get is they're pretty fast moving, but once they get over land, they slow down. So that is what the problem is it's going to be coming over us, but it's moving slowly. So it's able to dump all that moisture it sucked up from the Gulf into our area because it's going to be moving so slowly.
Okay. All right, anything else that we need to know or anything else, safety, just take safety first, precautions?
Yeah, safety first, drive slowly, keep vigilant in case somebody near you is hydroplaning or if you start hydroplaning. Watch for any debris that might be blowing around in the wind. And like I said, I will update my Facebook page to let everybody know what's going on. I am at the Sheriff's Department right now and monitoring the trees down and power outages, so I will let everyone know.
Right, and of course, if someone is driving and they come upon a power line down, please do not try to go around or go over it.
Do not go near it.
Yeah.
Right. And of course, if you see standing water, turn around, don't drown. Do not go through standing water because it might look innocent, but it might be moving underneath, and it doesn't take a whole lot of water to pick up a car. So do not drive through standing water. Turn around. Give the Sheriff's Department a call and let us know what's going on so we can get somebody out there to assess the situation.
Right, and then also if there's a tree down too, again, call the Sheriff's Department, let them know so that someone can come and take care of it.
Right, we'll get a hold of either County Highway or the local fire departments, which are real good about going out when County Highway gets overwhelmed to remove the trees from the roads.
Right. Well, those are just good reminders. We know this, but we just got to be reminded of it sometimes, yeah. So, all right, Denny, we'll keep up the good work.
Yeah, we don't have to deal with this too often, thank goodness.
Yeah. But, we just...
Well, thank you. I appreciate it, Becky.
Absolutely. Well, if there's anything up that I can do, please keep me keep me where I can update anything I can do. And, of course, we'll be praying for all of our emergency management people and the team and everybody that's out there and about and making sure they stay safe. And, of course, our school children and everything, too. So thank you so much, Denny, for this. And thank you for yourself keeping in the know, too, okay, for us.
Well, thank you, Becky, for getting the word out there so we can get everybody informed. The best thing to do is be informed of what's going on and what to expect.
Absolutely. All right, stay safe, hon, okay?
You too.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, there we go, Holly.
There we go.
There we go. All right.
I know I did my emergency planning last night, checking everything, making sure
At
on
Salem Crossing?
at home.
Okay.
We have a generator at work, so like within 5 seconds
What
of
a
power
blessing.
going down, the entire building's lit up, so we don't lose any of our electricity at the building. So
Oh, that's good to know for families.
Yes,
Anybody worried about
yes.
that? Yeah.
And the tanks are full of fuel, and so we got emergency food supplies on hand and stuff, so we're good there. But at home, I was going through checking flashlights, changing out batteries if they need changing, charging things like battery packs and stuff if I would need those, making sure I got my dry goods and my food and all the things on hand, candles, oil lamps, because I use those sometimes. So I was just making sure I had all my stuff in check. I don't like wait. And my daughter, she's like, Mom, why are you doing this? Like, nothing's going on. I'm like, I'm planning.
That's right.
Because I don't want to
Yeah.
be in the middle of
Yeah.
something and have flashlight go out and have no batteries and have, like, that's part of planning and preparing, not
Yeah.
waiting until the
Right.
event. So,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. Like we're like little birds. We have to get our nest ready,
Yes,
right? Yeah.
yes, absolutely.
I was just thinking that if the power goes out, I'm not even mad if I have a can of ravioli.
Right.
You know the ravioli. You make sure you don't have an electric can opener.
Right.
Make sure you have the hand or whatever, the hand crank, whatever.
See,
the way
that's where
Can opener.
camping comes into play.
Look at you.
Because I
Oh,
can
here
go,
comes the Girl Scout. Okay,
That's right.
I was one too. I was a Girl
See,
Scout
and I
too.
wore my Girl Scout jacket
Look
there.
at you.
But I went to my, I can go to my camping totes where
at
I have the propane, ovens or,
Yeah.
little grills with the propane tanks and all the things. Like, so it's like, I'm good. I'm good.
Oh,
I'll just go to camping gear and we're just going to be camping.
Camping mode.
There
you
we're
go.
going camping
There we
mode.
go. That's exactly right.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's all fine.
I remember it's been a while ago. I just remember that the electricity was out, and we were out for a long time, our community. And I remember there was a family, and they were grilling. They had the propane grill. Or maybe it was a charcoal. I don't know which kind of grill it was, but it was one or the other. And they were having like steaks. They were having and they were like potatoes. I mean, they were like eating gourmet.
Oh, yeah.
And the rest of us were like, because like there was like no oven, no stove, nothing. You know what I mean? And they were just like all is good. And I thought they were prepared.
Well, and we were talking at work the other day about preparedness items, and one of my nurses, she keeps her family. Her dad was military, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she grew up understanding about rations and freeze dried goods and stuff like that. And so she was explaining that she keeps a thing of the powdered eggs around in her emergency kit.
Oh, wow.
And I had another nurse, and she's like, I'm not eating that. Like, that's not my thing. I'm not eating that. And I was like, powdered eggs aren't my thing either. Okay, let's get that straight. If I'm able to choose what I want, that's not what I'm going to choose. Okay.
Right.
But if I'm in an emergency situation,
Yeah, absolutely.
and that's what I have to eat, that's what I'm going to eat.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
It's protein.
There you go. That's exactly right. You're going to need that too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that you got to do, and I think keeping like cans like of stuff, now a lot of times they'll have the cans where they just have like the pull where you just pull it, you don't have to have the can
You don't
opener.
have to have the can opener.
But I do think to have the hand crank can opener.
Yeah, which is in my camping box.
Look
The
at
hand,
you.
the
In your
handheld.
Well, I have one too.
Yeah.
It's not in my camping box, but I have one. You know what I mean? For,
Which honestly, I have one in house too. I don't own an electric can opener.
Yeah, I don't have one now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm done with gadgets. Remember, I'm very little gadgets.
Oh, I'm
anymore.
not.
I know. I know. I'm really like. No, I mean, you have to, it's almost like you have to pass a test before you get to stay in my kitchen as far as a gadget. You know what I mean? If I don't use you often enough, then you must go. You know what I mean? So I do have the can opener. He don't take up much room,
Yeah.
But it's nice. And for some reason, when you were talking about the can, or the supplies, I thought of that. The ravioli, it's really good.
Yes. We have some at home because my family every now and then.
Not had it in a while, but.
I mean, we don't cook the canned raviolis as meals, but we keep it like
I can
my
eat it with just a
daughter's
fork.
lunch.
Can
or
she do it with just a fork? I mean, like eat it just cold?
Probably if she adds ketchup to it, because you know
Oh.
she's either going to add ketchup
Wait, that's
or
cute.
A1 sauce
Oh,
to anything.
well, there
Like
you
mashed
go.
potatoes is
Not
A1
ranch,
right now.
A1 sauce. I love
A1.
that.
Mhm.
That's different.
A1 sauce. Yep.
A1 or ketchup.
She kind of rotates through. Like I think she's probably burned out on the ranch dressing because it was ranch dressing.
Yeah.
It's always been ketchup.
Yeah.
Since I've had her, it's always been ketchup. Like at 2 years old, she was eating apple slices with ketchup.
Okay.
You know, but right now it's still ketchup, but the other one is the A1 sauce is the other condiment that she's into right now.
It's amazing. Like I think somebody did like almost, I don't know why, but I don't know how come, but like here in the area that we live in, ranch is so important to us.
Yeah.
Ranch dressing.
But you know, I love ranch dressing, but I am a little bit finicky about my dressing.
Are you a ranch dressing snob?
Yes. Like if I'm buying store-bought, there's one brand of store-bought that I like, but I prefer homemade, like restaurant style. I like my ranch dressing a little bit thinner than what you get out of the bottle.
Oh, wow.
I like a little bit thinner, so I'll make my own ranch dressing sometimes. But yeah, I'm a little bit of a snob with the ranch.
I like ranch dressing. Okay, I just want to put that out there. But I'm not one of those that have to have it like with everything. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, because I've got people that are just like, you know, have to have ranch. You know.
I only use the ranch dressing like on my salads, or if I'm dipping like carrots or celery or something.
That is so
like,
good too.
You know.
Yeah.
But if I'm eating celery, a lot of times it's peanut butter associated with that too. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't like put ranch. I don't put ranch dressing on everything.
No, me neither. You know what I mean? Like I know there's some people that are really just.
Oh yeah.
And that's good.
Yeah.
Good. You know, whatever. You know,
Yeah.
whatever's.
But like other dipping sauce, like for chicken nuggets, I'd rather have, you know, like sweet and sour sauce or hot sauce or something like that. So.
Yeah, you like it spicy.
Spicy.
Holly likes spicy. All right, let me kind of give you a recap. Yesterday was the first day of Louder Than Life.
Yay!
So I went there, checked it out. A lot of fun, a lot of great energy. Just was packed. Everybody's so nice though. A lot of really nice people, a lot of nice performers. Got to talk with some of them. A great time. And looks like everybody's having fun. I kind of worried about those that are staying all night in tents and stuff, you know. I mean, but
I've been seeing some of my Facebook friends. I've been seeing some of their stories on Facebook or whatever, and I love that people can just let their hair down and just like have a good time and enjoy themselves, enjoy the music and dance and just kind of, you know, I like that. That.
I think it's, you know, and I think it, you know, it comes to the point where you work hard, you play hard. You know what I mean? So you work so, you know, we put so much into work and so much going on that if they can go there and have fun and have a great time, you know what I mean? And it's their vacation. A lot of people take it as their vacation, you know.
Yeah.
They schedule around it. So, and what is so nice is everybody's so nice to each other. Like they'll help each other out. You know what I mean? It's not like, you know, should there be a problem or something. So, and I'm talking about with this weather or something, you know, and of course the authorities are all there, you know,
right?
You know, so I think they'll have it all under control. But anyway, it was a fun evening, great time, and so for anybody going, just be careful, be safe. Then we headed on up to about an hour and a half later. Went to down deep in Kentucky, and went to the Luke Bryan farm tour concert. It was out in it was actually, it's an orchard, but it's just like on a big, you're just out there in the fields.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was, and like it was fun because like they had not cut their corn. I said, I wonder if they waited to cut their corn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You wanted the atmosphere, you know. And so I'm sure Luke wanted that. You know?
Yeah. Right.
But the cool thing about it was, well, there was so much cool about it because country concerts, everybody's so nice. You know what I mean? Just so cool. You go from one genre to the other. Though.
Yeah.
It's so funny how you going from to yeehaw.
Right.
Everywhere, yeehaw, you know what I mean? And so, but it was fun. But this is the coolest. So when he's performing up there, it's raining.
Oh.
No, it looks so cool though. No, because it was just like, you know what I mean? And then he did that song, "Rain is a Good Thing." Rain makes corn. Corn makes, you know, whiskey. And, you know. Anyway,
and it was suiting, wasn't it?
It was just and it was just like, it was apropos, perfect. And then nobody even, I don't think we even realized, I mean, we knew it was raining, but nobody cared.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean,
That sounds like fun.
yeah, it was a great concert. So a little bit later last night, but anyway, it was a lot of fun, and it's funny that they had, you know, of course, so much going on. You know, it
Right.
seems like there's always so much going on everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah. But jumping from one concert, totally, you talked about
Totally
different spectrum.
atmosphere.
You know,
yeah.
different ends. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, just completely two different. Yeah.
Yeah. But both good genres.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
I like a broad spectrum of music, though.
I think I do too. I know.
fits
Well, I know I
into
do.
both of
Yeah.
mine, so.
Yeah, I know I do. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you ever look at my Spotify, again, it can go anywhere from rock, country, gospel. Like, it's this whole slew.
Yeah, me too.
70s, the old 70s rock. I love
Mhm.
that. You know, the Janis Joplin and yeah. It's
Well, we
just,
heard that on the way coming home with WSLM.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we had that planned. Yeah.
Mhm.
Also, and on mine, you would hear Christmas music.
Yes,
I like.
exactly.
Hey, I am not even
Uh-huh.
mad if you throw me in a Christmas song somewhere.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I can sing it right there. But it was a fun time, and so hats off to everybody putting that together. And the farm tour travels on, and he did a great job. So,
That's awesome.
Good deal. Very good. All right, so Loud in Life still continuing on, so everyone heading down, just be safe. All right, let's go back over. Let's see, we're on to the 27th day of September. Looks like I might have. Okay, no. Looks like we're going to the 27th of September, Holly. Today is Ancestor Appreciation Day.
Absolutely.
It's so cool because, like, if you go back and you do your have you done your ancestors?
I have.
Me too. Me too.
I hit it in waves. Like, I've been into my ancestry for decades, right? But I sometimes I go so hard into it, I burn myself out with it.
Oh.
And so I have to step back, take a break, and then I'll resume. But I bought a book a couple years ago. You know, I'm on Ancestry.com. I've done my DNA through Ancestry.com. I've done my DNA through 23andMe. And so I use that search engine. And plus, what I love, I think it's been a couple years ago now, I was looking up, and I'd gotten to like 7th and 8th grandparents, right? Great-grandparents. And I started looking up the cemeteries and where they were buried.
Cool.
And I'm telling you what, I took a tour of Washington County's cemeteries
No, yeah.
and found my, 7th and 8th great-grandparents' cemeteries, and some of them it made me sad, okay? Because, I mean, you're talking, some of them are just in the middle of fields, or some of them are thankfully being taken care of by families privately, but I don't know. I love my genealogy. I love looking at the history, because it's, we're standing on the backs of our ancestors,
Absolutely.
right? So, yeah, I love ancestry.
Yeah, I of course, growing up, my dad would always talk about Davy Crockett. You're married, or you're a cousin to Davy Crockett. So I'd always feel like I channeled like my wilderness. You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
You know what I mean? Like
I've gone all the way back to like, I've done the international, and most of and I've tracked it back to like England, Ireland, Welsh, a little Germany. Like, I found the ancestors back that far, pretty deep. So it's exciting. But it's like this rabbit hole.
Yeah.
It's a rabbit hole you get into, and that's why I got to jump out of the hole for a while, take a break.
Gotta go.
But it's so interesting, and to find out, like, most of the family came in like through Virginia, but then there was some family that came in through Massachusetts, and then seeing how they migrated to Indiana. And my first ancestors that settled in Indiana, there were still Indians, right?
Yeah.
There were still forts, and so they were. There's one story that I read from one of my ancestors where the children, the Native American children, would come to the fort and shoot arrows into like the straw roofs on the buildings and stuff, and so the parents would have to take the arrows out every day. They were just playing, though. You know what I mean? They were just playing.
Right.
And that was here in southern Indiana. I'm not sure where exactly, but it's just interesting. And so, can you imagine you talk about farming now.
Absolutely.
Can you imagine the farming then to settle this land?
Yeah.
You know, that's what intrigues me so much,
Mhm.
because it's like it's hard enough to, like, I talk about my little bitty bitty plot of garden that I have,
Yeah.
and how hard it is to take care of.
Sure.
If you're starting to farm new land
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
never been
yeah.
touched, like, I can't imagine the rocks and the just, you know, the
we have a lot of rocks. Yeah.
anyway, that's, it just
No,
interests me.
it's very-
Sorry,
no,
I went
it's-
on a little tangent there
No,
with
it's
my
it's
stuff.
so awesome. I love to
Mhm.
hear things like this. I love
Yeah.
to hear. It's how you learn about people. You know,
Yeah.
it's really cool. No,
Yeah.
I think everybody's got a cool story. Their
Yeah.
family. That's it's pretty
Yeah.
awesome. I think that. So I do. I think it's cool that we can know more about it now. You know, the research is out there
Mhm.
to do.
Mhm.
You know, so
Mhm.
yeah. All right. German Butter Day. And it's showing a big piece of butter being spread on a bread, and it looks delicious.
I wonder what because I like different butters.
It's actually butter brat day,
Huh.
and it shows butter, and it looks delicious.
Because if you look at different butters from around the world, like Irish butter has, I think, a richer fat content in it, and is a richer flavor. So it's interesting to see the different types of butter. My mom, she only buys a certain butter that's round and fits in my grandmother's antique butter dish, and she uses that all the time.
Oh, wow.
All the time.
Is
Because
it
it's
good?
round and it sits perfectly in that old butter dish.
Love that. Love that. Hug a vegetarian day.
I'll hug my mom then.
Oh, is she a vegetarian?
She is a
I did
vegetarian.
not know that. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And I think it's awesome. I think you have to really be disciplined, because I think you have to make sure that you're getting like your protein. I mean,
Mhm.
I've
Mhm.
talked to several.
Yeah.
I've had several friends, you know, and you just have to really make sure you're taking care of yourself. You know,
Mhm.
I think it's not. I'm not saying you can't. And it's great because you're getting all your vegetables, of course. So it's and I think that's a great way to go. But I think you just have to make sure you're getting your proteins and all
Right.
the other stuff. I mean, she probably
Yep.
has to really regulate.
She likes legumes, so she'll eat brown beans a lot.
That's good.
For the
Yeah,
protein.
the proteins and stuff like that.
She does milk, so I mean, she's not like, I don't know what the different verbiage is. Like, 'cause
It's-
there's
yeah, I
some
know.
people, that don't drink milk because it's animal, you know. But
Yeah.
she'll drink a little milk or the butter or whatever. But
Put a lot of peanut butter. They do eat a lot of peanut butter.
she doesn't eat a lot of peanut butter. But you know what? I think it was because she transitioned to vegetarian probably in her early to mid 30s, I'd say.
Oh.
But I think it was a pretty easy transition for her, because she never was a huge meat eater
Okay.
my entire life.
Mhm.
Like, the most you might see her eat would be hamburgers.
Uh-huh.
So it was sort of like just one day, it's like, I don't even desire that
so
anymore.
That really
you know?
wasn't hard for her. Yeah.
It wasn't hard for her at all.
But she's getting all of her veggies.
It
which
would
is
be
so-
for me,
Yeah.
because
Oh.
I'm all about the meat.
Yeah.
I like my veggies and fruit too, don't get me wrong, but I have to have the meat in my diet as well.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's just me. Everybody has their choices
Absolutely.
to make, and what's best for them and their
Yeah.
bodies and their families. So
Yeah.
I
Absolutely.
don't judge anybody for what they choose to put in them.
Right. Me too. No, I feel the same way.
Mhm.
Love note day. We don't write love notes like we used
do
to.
not. It's more like love texting. Instead of
Love
love notes,
texting.
it's love texting. But there's something about a love note. I used to get them.
Yeah.
When my first husband was in the Navy,
Oh,
and so it was just all
that
about.
would be cool.
We just had to write. There was no phones.
Yeah,
It was
sure.
just all about the writing, and so that was fun. And then I like seeing stories of couples, back from the earliest, where they would write their wives, and the wives would.
Yeah.
I love seeing old love notes to each
Yeah,
other,
Yeah. And absolutely. Yeah.
and the fact that they still save them,
Yeah.
even maybe 80, 90 years later.
Yeah. For some reason, Elvis, I wrote a letter to the post. And then I was, wait a minute, Mr.
Yeah, Mr. Postman. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Love Note Day, and it shows I love you. It says I love you, and it shows a kiss. I used to always kiss. Mwah.
Yes. You
When
put
have
the
that
lipstick,
lipstick,
on,
yes,
and you
I
kiss the
know.
bottom of the paper by
Yes.
your signature.
Mwah.
Yeah.
And then sprayed some perfume.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
morning show host day. Look at us. Here we go, Holly.
Look at us. All right.
We're like the roosters waking you up.
Cock-a-doodle-doo. We love you on Love Note Day.
We love you, cock-a-doodle-doo. We're like, shut up. Why do you have all that energy? That's what everybody says. When
and the vegetarians are not going to harm the rooster in any way.
Anyway, no, the rooster lives on. That's exactly right.
It all ties together.
Absolutely. Yeah, why do you have all that energy is what I always get asked. I don't know. I can't help it. I'm programmed. I'm wired this way, okay?
I am not.
I am. Mornings are like, yes. Let's do this. National Brave Day.
I feel like I'm
Oh,
brave.
I love that song. I want to see you be brave.
I'm
Say
brave. You're
what
brave.
you want.
We're brave.
I feel brave. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I always feel like go boldly into the night. Just do it. You know what I mean?
I think mine has taken time though. You know, to step into me and being able to stand up for things and be brave about certain things. So mine has taken time. I've not always been brave.
Yeah.
Not always at all.
No. Right. But I think like on my end, I can say for me, I'm always trying to work on myself. You know what I mean? I'm always trying, trying to, I know we got to keep going.
Till the day I take my last breath, I am not perfect and will always have something to work on for
Absolutely.
me.
Yeah. I feel the same way over here. So
Yeah.
I love that National Brave Day. But I think a lot of times people are braver than they realize.
Yes.
A lot of times they'll don't realize what all they've gone through or what they've done and how they have accomplished it.
Yes.
And they still think, oh, I can't do that. Well, look, you have been doing it.
You're
doing it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I think that's good words. If you're listening right now and, you are doing it.
You are stronger than you think you are. And whenever I'm going through rougher times, one of my favorite little phrases is, God's not going to give me anything more than what I can handle. And maybe He's showing me how strong I truly am. Because I did survive.
Yeah, and you are doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, National Brave Day. Ooh, National Chocolate Milk Day. Yes.
It's the best milk. Chocolate milk.
So good.
That's the best milk.
So good. So when I was growing up, going back, when I was a child, my parents always wanted me to have the white milk at school. And I was always afraid that I would get caught. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then one day I got a taste of that chocolate milk. Have mercy.
It's always
That's a
been
game changer.
School. It was always chocolate milk for me, and then whole milk, chocolate milk.
That is like that's like a gift from God. That's like hallelujah.
Yeah. You get the skim milk, and I'm like, is this milk flavored water?
Yeah.
Like that's what it tastes like to me.
Yeah. So what's hilarious, my family, my girls, we were all raised with the skim. So when they tasted the other, they're like, what in the world
have you been doing to me?
I know. It's like they didn't know greener pastures were out there. They were like, what?
It's like, go for the red, go for the red.
Because I was raised on the red, so I do know about the red. But for whatever reason, the pediatrician said, let's pull it back and let's do the skim and be good with 6 daughters. So but then when they learned about the red, it's a big difference. Big difference. I think
now I can tolerate the 2%, but whole is where it's at for me. So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a game changer.
Yes.
Talk about comfort.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I like homemade chocolate milk versus store-bought chocolate milk because I like the Hershey syrup in it.
Okay, here's my problem. I can't get it. You can't get it blended enough. Maybe I'm just not doing it right. I don't know. No, I like it already mixed because for some reason, like in my glass, there's chocolate on the side. Like I can't get that. I can't get it to mix. I'm like,
just add more chocolate. Just add more.
Shake. And then on the bottom, whenever I'm done, there's like this big pile of chocolate. I can't get it to mix.
Just keep stirring.
I stir. Maybe I don't give. Maybe I'm just not the fighter that I need to be. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm not that. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, if you look at the different like drinks, like the frappuccinos and stuff that they make now, they circle the cup with the syrup, which I like mine mixed in like you do, but they put it on the outside and it just seems to stay there for me, and I'm like, no, I want that flavor in the drink.
Yeah. When I want every taste to have that chocolate milk.
Yes.
That's why I prefer the professionals at the grocery store to blend it for me. I allow them because they got this big machine. I think of it like how they shake paint.
Yes.
They're shaking my chocolate milk. I know they're in there shaking it somewhere.
Oh my goodness gracious.
I know, I have to have it that way.
Now my daughters, when they were younger, they preferred the strawberry milk.
Ooh,
which
that's-
I've never been a big fan of the strawberry milk.
I ain't mad about it. I like it.
Now I love strawberries.
It's so
but-
sweet though. Ooh, it's
It
really
is.
sweet. Yeah, but it's good. I like it too.
Mhm.
Yeah, I just don't normally get it, but I do like it, and I do like the chocolate milk day. And I believe I'm not an expert in any shape or form on working out, but it's really cool to watch. For those like that are really into bodybuilding and really doing that, after the workout they'll have chocolate milk.
Mhm. Yeah.
I was like, what? And they were like,
Yeah, that's
they-
something that's
it's
totally foreign to me.
something.
Like-
I know. Let me tell you what the others are doing now.
What are the others doing?
I know. The upper class.
The healthy ones. What are
chocolate milk
what are
after
the
they
healthy
work
ones
out.
doing?
Yeah, after, yeah.
There's a broad spectrum, and
I know.
I'm at the other end.
I'm like, my chocolate milk is my watching my movie.
With my French toast.
My yeah.
My home,
But
my
others are
maple
drinking
syrup,
it.
fresh maple
Others are
syrup.
drinking it way after they work out. I promise. So here's what you do: you just drink it, and then out in public, and everybody's like, "Oh, she just worked out."
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
uh-huh.
I did. Yeah,
I
did.
just worked out.
Yeah.
And they're looking at me like, yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
I know better.
Yeah, yeah. National Corned Beef Hash.
You know,
I've not heard of that or seen that forever.
I kind of like it, and
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
we talked about this a few years ago for like a New Year's program or something. And here's where I get weird. I prefer the canned corned beef hash, where my aunt, when she'll make fresh corned beef hash or fresh corned beef or whatever, and I'm not into the fresh. I like the canned corned beef hash.
Oh, okay.
I'm weird like that.
Yeah. Well, I make the corned beef,
Mhm.
but I don't know how to hash it. What would I do to hash it? What do you just what's
When you
the hash
just like
part?
grind it up, shred it up, and then
Oh.
add the potatoes and stuff to
Okay,
it.
that's where I'm not. That's again. That's where. Okay, there I am. Because I can make the corned beef, and I like corned beef.
Just chop
This-
it up.
There's a restaurant. I don't know if it's still in Louisville, and it would have a huge piece of corned beef. You'd get corned beef, and they would this huge baked potato. It was boiled. It was a
yummy.
boiled potato.
I love boiled potatoes.
Boiled potatoes with corned beef. I
Mhm.
promise that is just like that is gonna. It's fantastic.
It speaks to my Irish ancestry.
Yes,
Becky.
my Irish eyes are smiling when they
Yes.
set that plate down, and it's huge. That baked potato was like, I mean, I'm telling you, it was huge.
Mhm.
I don't know, what I mean, where they're getting their potatoes at, but somebody's growing some baked.
And add some cabbage next to it.
Oh yeah, I think they did. They might have had that too, but the corned beef hash, yeah, I've had it in the can. I'm not
Mhm.
even mad about it.
But if you do the fresh, you probably just need to chop it up into little bitty pieces. Mix it with the chopped up little potatoes, and I'm not
Yeah.
sure what else is mixed in there with it, but
Yeah, corned beef hash.
that would be
sounds
good if you're making the fresh. The corned beef hash would be good as a leftover.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. That's a good idea.
You know,
yeah.
do what you do with the fresh corned beef.
Yeah.
And then leftovers make a corned beef hash.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Mhm. Oh.
With
All
your
right.
with your boiled potatoes.
Ooh,
See?
I ain't
Yeah.
even mad. I'm very
Not mad about that at all.
Sorry, we are not celebrating Vegetarian Day today.
No.
Nobody's gonna hug us today. No
No.
hugs today for us. National Crush a Can Day. Remember how I don't know if it was more of a middle school, maybe early high school, maybe high school, but like there would be a guy like you know what I mean? It's aluminum can. You know?
Well, there would be when I was growing up in middle school, there was like people actually had aluminum can crushers.
yeah.
And they would save their aluminum cans.
Yeah.
And so they would crush it to put it in the garbage bags or whatever container they were putting in to take it to recycle it
Right.
to get a little bit of money.
Yeah.
And then they started, I guess people were putting sand or something in the cans and making it way heavier. So then I think you had to quit crushing your cans.
Oh,
So
wow.
they couldn't, yeah.
Oh, that's
So.
no, that's not nice.
But I remember some of my parents' friends having the can crushers because they recycled all their
I've
cans.
seen them. I've never had one, but yeah, I've seen those. Yeah. And then remember, whenever you would take the can, you put it on the ground, like it was empty,
Stomp it.
and you stomp it, and then you make like shoes. You
Yes.
remember walking on that?
Yes. Because it was like in the middle of your
Your
foot.
foot, yeah.
And it was on the left and right side. So
Yeah.
it wasn't front to back, it was
Yeah.
left to right. Yeah, I used
Yeah,
to
and
do
you felt
that.
like you were walking on it.
Mhm.
You try to walk on it. Yeah. All
Yeah.
the fun things we did with cans. And then I've seen can hats. where they take
Yes.
hats and make cans.
Mhm.
Maybe you just
That
get
was a
crazy.
big 70s hat
I
too.
know. You just get crazy
Because
with
they
the
took
can.
like the pieces of the cans and poked holes around the edges, and then took yarn
Mhm,
and
mhm.
sewed it with the yarn all together and made this aluminum can hat.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
whatever color you want, whatever design, whatever can you want,
whatever flavor, whatever your taste
whatever
is,
your
what
drink
it
was.
was. Yes,
Mhm.
whatever your drink was. Yeah.
Mhm.
So National Crush a Can Day, National Day of Forgiveness. Every day.
Every day.
Every day celebrate
I
that.
think I know for me that's been part of my journey, is part of forgiving myself is forgiving others.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's always good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go. National Doodle Day. Do you doodle?
I used to doodle a lot. I will still doodle, but I used to doodle a lot.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
doodle.
Mhm.
I have a doodle. I have a doodle problem.
The doodle
If I have a piece
problem.
of paper and a pen, I'm gonna doodle.
What's your okay? So
Okay, no, it's stupidly. You
no,
don't
it's
even know.
fine because like
You don't even- are you
my dad doodled, right,
Okay.
and he
my
had
mom
this,
and dad doodled.
and I don't even know what shape it
It's
was.
so funny. My mom and dad doodled.
My dad doodled, and he had the shape that he always doodled,
That
and I
sounds
wish
so weird.
it does, but I wish I still had a picture of it because he doodled the same thing. Where me, I had shapes that I doodled, and it was either a daisy,
Oh,
a tulip,
yeah.
or an eye.
Ooh.
Those were the three things that I doodled.
Okay. I did the tulip.
Mm-hmm.
Tried to do the daisy. Yeah, somewhat
Mhm.
daisy.
Mhm.
I do a tree. I don't know.
Yes, the trees too.
I like the tree.
And did yours always have the squirrel hole in the middle when you were little?
Yes, and then I
Yes.
always have the roots, deep roots.
And the deep roots.
And then I love a good sunshine. I always put a sunshine.
Mhm.
I always have to have a sunshine.
You know what I learned quite a few years ago when child psychologists, right, when they're
Oh
working
my
with-
gosh, are you going to analyze me right now?
No.
Okay.
Child psychologist, and again, I am not an expert. I am just repeating a tidbit that I learned. Okay, is that when children are in therapy, if they draw a tree and it has roots, then that means they have a good, solid, like family foundation.
Oh, you're going to make me cry. Wow,
Yeah.
I did not know that. Okay,
Where if-
you were scaring me at first.
Where
Okay.
if there's no roots to it, then there's no solid foundation in their family. And the sunshine like reflects happiness, like everything in there, like that's how they're interpreting these pictures when they're
Oh.
mhm.
I love that.
Yeah. So roots on it, if children are drawing the roots on a tree, that is them expressing their feelings of their family foundation.
Wow.
Again, I'm not an expert. I'm just repeating
No, I like
something
that.
I heard.
I'll
It may-
take. Hey, I
may
will
be
stand on that one. I
completely
like
incorrect,
it. No, I like it.
but I liked it.
No, I'll hold on to that.
Mhm.
I just thought it was just fun to take the lines on down.
Yes.
You know. So yeah,
Yes.
cool.
Mhm.
National HIV/AIDS Awareness Day. Very much so.
Mhm.
Native American Day. Love Native
Again,
American.
I have
Love, love,
1%
love, love.
in my
I do
DNA.
too.
1% Native American,
Yeah.
and yes,
Love,
know,
love,
I
love
Native Americans. I mean,
And
they were
I love
again,
to watch.
my opinion, they were the founding fathers of this
Oh my
country.
gosh,
They were
absolutely.
here first.
I think I'm related to Pocahontas too. I think I am. I think I've got her bloodline.
So do I.
Look at us.
Yes,
Well, I think too. I think the dancing. I love the dancing.
I do too.
I want
The
to be a
music.
part of that. The music, the dancing. I love
It speaks to my soul.
It's spiritual. It's
Mhm.
just
Very
so
spiritual.
awesome.
Very
Yeah,
spiritual.
definitely.
Mhm.
Save the koala day. The koala bear.
Oh,
How cute they are. They are so cute. But I've heard, I believe that they're not really good. Like they're not real lovey. Like they look. I mean, you want to hold them and
Mhm.
love on them, but I don't think they.
But
are
they
that-
don't want it back.
No.
They're like,
they don't-
let me just hug this tree and eat my leaves.
Yeah, they're not going to give it back to you.
Yeah.
It's that awkward hug where you hug and they don't hug back.
Right.
You know?
Mhm. Mhm. They look at you with that big
Oh,
nose.
are we doing this? Are we doing this? Yeah. Sport purple for Platelets Day.
Never heard of that one. That
Never
one's pretty
either.
cool.
I don't have any
Mhm.
purple. I got pink on. Ooh, World Tourism Day. Okay, Holly, let's do this. We're gonna go on a tour. Where are we going, Holly?
Well, in a week.
Oh, I know it. Yeah, I know. I'm so excited.
In a week. In a day. So in 8 days, I'm going to be touring Orlando, Florida.
Yes, you are.
For American Healthcare Association recognition of Salem Crossing earning their Silver
I'm
Quality
so proud of you.
Award.
I know. I'm so proud of you.
So, and my youngest daughter is going with me on this trip, so she can experience that with me.
I'm so proud.
And hopefully have a little fun at one of the parks one day and do some shopping. And so we're going to tour Orlando for about 4 or 5 days, and then come home, fly home, and then the next day I'm taking my first ever girls trip that I'm so excited about.
You should be.
Going to Salem, Massachusetts.
Yay!
In the Halloween season.
Ooh.
You know, I like my
You are
spookies.
brave. Look how brave you are. Yeah.
You know, I like my spookies.
I know you do. I know. I know. Well, this is going to be so much fun. Yeah. This is going to be good. Back to back. You talked about that. Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be a whirlwind weekend.
That's good. No, that's fun. Why stop? You're on a high. Keep going. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
What a way to start it off celebrating this award, the second highest quality award.
I know. I'm very proud of you, and I'm proud of your team at Salem Crossing. And I'm so happy. I want you and I want you guys to have the best time. But I'm so proud that she gets to watch you. Your daughter gets to watch you.
It's gonna make me cry.
Well, no, but to receive her mama receive this, because I think a lot of times children don't realize what we do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's okay. They're in their world. You know, that's okay. They don't have to get it all. You know what I mean? And I think that's to watch you and watch others recognize you. I think that's going to be huge for her to see. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not only are you valuable to her as mom, you know, we love, you know, our highest calling is that title, mom.
Yeah.
But we do work hard at our jobs and what we do, and and to see mom in a different light. I think that's what I'm most excited for her, because I think I'd love to be a fly on the wall to watch that.
Yeah. And you know, so my director of nursing gets to go with me, since it's the Silver Award. So my director of nursing gets to go with me, and just I wanted to tell a little story on her from this past week. Her son, who is in elementary school in town, and they had to do this project on Who's Your Hero, right?
Yeah.
He chose his mom.
You're gonna make me cry.
As his hero.
Oh wow.
And on there, he put the reason that she is his hero is because she takes care of people and saves people's lives, because she's a nurse. Does that not, like, see, I want to tear up just for her story.
Yeah.
Because that's like, I mean, I love all nurses.
Sure.
I mean, it doesn't matter if it's for, you know, delivering a baby or for the end of life. All spectrum. You are caregivers.
Absolutely.
Taking care of people, giving of yourself. Being a nurse is a very, very hard job.
Absolutely.
Endless hours some days. And so for him to already recognize at his young age that I started tearing up and crying over that too.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's awesome. Well, and I do I'm 100% with you. I just don't think that, and I think that's everybody, you know, usually they're at school and we're working, and, you know, a lot of times whenever you get with your children, you go into mom mode. Yeah. And, you know what I mean, it's about what's going on with the family or what's going on with them and everything like that. And and then they don't realize what else, you know, the other part of your life, the career part, the working, or the working part. I do want to just real quick segue in, because I was somewhere the other day and it was so awesome. I was listening to this girl talk, and she was talking to someone else, so I eavesdropping, okay. but it was, you know, I wasn't doing it on purpose. I was right there. But she said, she was talking to someone, and she said, hey, she said, I'm going, and this is, I haven't even told you this, but she said, hey, she said, I'm going to check into a new career. She said, I heard that Salem Crossing, and she said it just like this. And I was like, wait, this could be a commercial. But she said, I heard that they have opportunities. They'll pay for your schooling to go back, or to go to school to be a nurse, and you can work there and become an RN there at working at Salem Crossing. And I didn't want to jump in, but I was like, I was biting my tongue right and left to say, oh my gosh, yes. because that's such a, and I love that. What a golden opportunity. I know that's not what we're necessarily talking about, but I just want people to know the career opportunities if they want to change careers, or if they want to go further with their career, or go this pathway. This is gold, especially financially right now, helping out. So I just think that's such an additive that Salem Crossing does that.
Yeah. Well, and I just, speaking on that, I just went through with my employees with the all-staff in-service and a little bit of follow-up after the in-service on the career paths available, because it can, it can start there as an NAIT, being a nursing aide in training and earning your CNA that we pay for you to become a CNA. And then it can go to, you can be a CNA preceptor where you're training new CNAs, to a nurse preceptor where you're training new nurses coming in. If you want to be a CNA and going to an LPN, we have that huge opportunity for the one program, where you apply for it. ASC funds it, and if you're chosen as one of the candidates, then it's paid for. Or there is tuition reimbursement if you want, like if you're a culinary aide and you want to become a dietary manager, you can apply for funding to become a culinary manager and go through school and or get your certification and things like that. There's culinary aid preceptors, cook preceptors, where you can train new people. So there's a lot of room, hard work and dedication. That's one thing my mother and my father ingrained in me from a very young age, is having strong work ethics. And I try to teach that to my daughter, which I'm going to talk about my daughter for just a second.
There we go.
Okay,
Let's do it.
I'm very proud of my daughter.
You should be.
She turns 16 years old tomorrow.
Yay!
And she started her first job yesterday.
Oh my goodness! Yay.
Yes. So she was so excited coming home and saying, I'll be able to say I started my first job at 15, even though I turned 16 in 2 days. I started my first job at 15, and she's very, I feel like she has an understanding of having work ethics, and taking care of yourself and being productive in society, and being able to earn her way and to support herself in life, and so she's on her way. I'm excited.
I love that. I love that so much. Well, I'm so proud of her.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I'm loving it.
Yeah, I'm loving it.
I love that. Yes, that's going to be, you talk about a wonderful, wonderful place and opportunities to go up.
Yes.
Yep. Very good.
Yep.
Yay. Awesome. Good deal. Yeah. Good deal. All right, Holly, we getting close on time. Real quick, I do want to say today, they say it's National Coffee Day. Hallelujah.
Got mine.
Hallelujah. Me too, me
with
too, me
my
too.
Halloween cup.
Yeah, with your Halloween cup. Woo, 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 woo. Okay. Okay. No, hang on. So sorry. I jumped the gun. It's Sunday. Okay. I'm sorry. It's Sunday. So we have to prepare for this, okay?
I'll drink coffee Sunday too, I promise.
Oh, me too. I drink it Saturday at Friday.
Sunday.
Yeah, me too. Okay, it's National Coffee Day on Sunday. I'm so sorry. Woo! I was like, what?
That was a close one, Becky.
Yeah, I know. We thought we'd caution you so you don't get overboard celebrating. Just how much caffeine is too much caffeine? According to one cardiologist.
Uh-oh.
Let's take a deep breath.
Uh-oh.
Caffeine consumption is safe up to a point for most people who do not have a heart condition. The American Heart Association and the U.S. Food and Drug Administration say that point is around 3 to 4 cups of coffee per day for most people, depending on the strength of your coffee. 3 to 4 cups is somewhere between 300 to 400 milligrams of caffeine. So to hit that level with other drinks, you need to drink 1 to 3 energy drinks, 4 to 5 cans of Coke, 10 to 15 cups of green tea. Oh, wow. I think we have to be so careful with the energy drinks. Those things scare me because they just sometimes are way, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And I see a lot of people drink, and I don't want to judge, because I have believe me, I have to, with my caffeine, my coffee, but the energy drinks, sometimes they're just off the chart.
I don't drink them. I don't like the taste of them. They taste like a multivitamin to me, and I don't like the flavor. I have,
well, I'm going to be honest, I have drank them, especially road trips, you know what I mean? But I get jittery, I get I get the shakes.
Right. Shake, rattle, and roll.
I get the shaky. But so some of the signs: you've had too much caffeine, included insomnia, which I had. I had some Americana coffee, and I'm telling you right now, woo! Yeah. So and then the jitterness, I get jittery. Heart, yes, my heart goes everywhere. Boop, 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 boop. Wrong to do. Excessive sweating. I don't know about that. Headaches and kind of feeling sick. Yeah.
So I think I'm okay on the coffee because I honestly, I fix 1 cup of coffee in the morning, and it's usually a 10-ounce cup.
Okay.
And so I have my 10 ounce of coffee in the morning. Some days by noon, when I start my lunch drink, I haven't even finished my coffee. So I honestly think I'm good
Yeah.
with that. And as long as I watch my other caffeine, because,
Yeah.
you know, I like the soft drinks. But
Sure.
again, even those, like on a regular work day, I may have 1.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
it just depends. But I've really been trying hard to drink more water.
I was gonna say
I
water.
really
yeah, that's
have.
the thing. That's
I've been trying to drink more
just
water.
if we can just stay focused on that.
Yeah.
I mean, that is so good.
Yeah.
And I'm not knocking because I do like I will drink the energy drinks, and I have to be careful though. But I've really lately, for a while now, I've not been drinking them because they take me a little more of a ride that I want to go on.
Yeah. Yeah.
The journey that they take me on, I don't want to be there. Okay.
Right.
So I just stick to with the coffee, but
Yeah.
and I do like that. Yeah.
Mhm,
So,
mhm.
but just be careful, be aware. But celebrate maybe if you're, a coffee candle. If you're not a coffee drinker, they've got.
Oh,
I love
those
the coffee
smell
candle.
so good.
Or when you walk in somewhere and they have coffee going.
Yes.
I love that smell.
They say if you're having a function at your home, always make a pot of coffee.
I do that. I
Make
always
a pot
make
of
sure.
coffee. Bake some bread or rolls. Even if you get the frozen rolls out of the freezer.
I do popcorn too. Stick
yeah.
popcorn in the microwave. I promise.
Mhm, mhm.
Or chocolate chip cookies in the oven.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
With your coffee. Hello.
Oh, yummy.
That
yummy.
makes you don't want to leave home.
Right.
Never.
Right.
Yeah. Home sweet home. No place like
Or
home.
if you're like showing a home for sale, to
Yeah,
sell
yeah.
it, bake you a little
Holly-
something.
Holly,
have
the little
a
realtor over
coffee.
there. Yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
Sell that home because it makes it feel like home when they're
I'd buy
walking
that
in.
home if there's got cookies in it. Yeah. You ever bought a cookie jar and there's no cookies? I'm like,
I am not
"Wait."
sponsored by any realtors, okay?
But can you, have you ever bought a cookie jar and then you're like, where's the cookies? There's,
I love cookie jars, and I have a small collection of cookie jars.
Oh,
I don't keep cookies in them though; they get stale.
yeah. I don't have a cookie jar. I don't. Have
Really?
A cookie. No. Am I?
I have
What is wrong with me?
I have
know.
an Easter bunny one,
Oh, cute.
an old-fashioned looking Easter bunny one. I have a Christmas one, and I have a Girl Scout one. So I
Wow.
have 3 cookie jars.
Cute.
Mhm.
Cute. I just don't have one. Oh.
They're more for decoration
Yeah,
for me,
yeah.
but yeah.
Well, I did see this real quick, and I gotta go. We gotta go. But I saw where they take a bowl and you take bananas, because like if you're,
Mhm.
and you stick the bananas up, like where the stem is kind of hanging out.
Mhm.
You could put little, if you want, it'd be fun. Draw a little, look like little dolphins in a
Oh, how cute!
in a pool.
How cute!
Now see, because I have a lot of, I do apples and bananas.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We do a lot of grapes and apples.
Ooh, grapes. Yeah.
We'll throw in some oranges every now and then, bananas every now and then. We
Mhm.
try to keep a selection, but we get tired. Like red grapes is my go-to,
Yeah.
right? But we'll get tired of it, so then we'll switch up the fruit every now and then.
Yeah. Get a little crazy.
Get a little crazy with the fruit.
All right, Holly, we got to get crazy out of here. We'll keep everyone up to date on the storm. Please be careful out there. Remember what Denny said. Just,
Watch your speed.
Attacking each day with enthusiasm unknown to mankind, this is the Rick and Bubba Show.
You got it, baby. Here we go. Another hour. We thank you for being with us today. Another Rick and Bubba University, the podcast coming out this weekend. Ken Kachigan is our guest. His book, Behind Closed Doors, In the Room with Reagan and Nixon. Go to ReaganandNixon.com for this memoir coming out from Ken. You'll enjoy the podcast this weekend, wherever you get podcasts. The gang all here. We've got Speedy, we got Greg Burgess, we got Adler, and say hello to Bill Bubba Bussey.
Rick, glad to be here. Thank all of you for joining us. We have the Elite 8 here. Good to see you guys today.
So there they are.
Well, actually, Elite 9.
Is there 9?
Yeah.
We got
I see
it
a
stray
tree
over
over
there.
there, yeah. We were talking about game day in Tuscaloosa. Here from the Tuscaloosa News, the viewers and readers have voted on who they would like to see the guest picker be. Number 1, Donald Trump, 34%.
Oh, yeah.
Number 2, Terry Sabin, 31%.
Yep.
Channing Tatum, Channing Tatum, 7%. Nick Dunlap, 5%. Joe Namath, 4%. Condoleezza Rice, 4%. Other, 4%. Jason Isbell, 3%. And Taylor Swift, 3%.
Taylor Swift.
Hey, now, Miss Terry, that would be funny.
Yeah. But don't you kind of have to have Trump since he's coming this week? You have to.
Well, will he be there that early, though?
No,
he'll dart in there last minute.
Yeah.
Speaking of, can I give this a quick plug?
That's what I was just about to do.
I was just going to ask.
I was just about to do it.
Calm down.
I was about to do it.
It is
Hey,
great.
whoa!
No, so we get to be spokespeople for different people. It's great. It's fun, and believe it or not, Adler, and he does great commercials. He's a spokesperson for Law Tigers, and they provide.
He used to work at the Harley shop.
Yeah, they do insurance for motorcycle drivers. They're giving away. I want you to picture, if you're a motorcycle person, look at this. They're giving away a Crimson Tide. Is it a Harley?
It's a Harley Davidson motorcycle. The not just the tank, like the full thing. It's a custom painted Harley Davidson Street Bob sweet motorcycle.
Ooh,
sweet motorcycle.
Why they only got the tank in the picture?
I don't know.
I'd like to see the whole thing. I really would. That would be cool.
It's not just the tank. I promise you.
It does give the appearance of we're just giving a tank away.
It's not just the tank. This is powered by Law Tigers. It is at T-Town Harley Davidson. They're having a watch party. It's bike night. There's going to be giveaways, food trucks, vendors, a live band, 6 to 9 p.m. tomorrow at, like I said, T-Town Harley Davidson. Come on by.
Cool. That's a cool giveaway right there.
I'm looking at the whole thing. That looks sharp.
And for more info, you can go to crimsontidebike.com.
And Adler will be there, right?
Bubba, if all of a sudden out of nowhere,
I'm
not
sorry.
going to happen. We know it's not going to happen. Out of nowhere, ESPN contacts you and me to be guest pickers. Do you cancel your trip to Auburn?
That would be pretty cool to be guest picker.
It would.
Yep.
It would.
Yep.
I'm supposed
That's
to
a
go.
yes.
I'm headed to Atlanta to see Big Love. You and I both would have to rearrange in a hurry.
Yeah. I doubt we're going to get that call.
Not going to happen.
Not
going to happen. Yeah. You know what? We once were at a Alabama pep rally though when Ken Stabler was still alive.
Yeah, sure.
And we came out and
helped
did,
lead the pep rally. Yeah.
Yep. Big roll tide with him.
Sure did.
Didn't know that was coming, but it did.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And you and I, we did it, and we did it with enthusiasm too.
I thought it was a lot of fun.
It was an Iron Bowl pep rally.
Yeah, it was. It was a lot of fun.
It was.
Been a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Law Tigers are lawyers that ride motorcycles. They defend they defend motorcycle riders when you're injured in a motorcycle accident.
I just covered that.
I thought y'all were asking me about it.
No. I just covered that. They're
like
check's
cool
coming.
lawyers.
Hey, the check's coming.
They're like lawyers that ride.
Hey, look, just from somebody who has to do a lot of plugs, your plug was perfect.
Shelby Wright LLC, no indication.
And guess who's painting the tank?
Now
the
you're
painting company.
Now you're right. Now you're extending the plug.
Oh,
you're extending the plug beyond. Yeah, you had it. We were good. It was topical.
LawTigers.com.
Okay.
Bubba, remember that when you used to endorse? Remember the phone number?
I do,
Tell that one.
Greg.
No, he always brings that.
Don't
do
Greg.
it. Don't do it.
It was a skin. It was a skin place.
Yeah,
it was a dermatologist.
They're trying to be cute and put that in the.
And he didn't know it. Remember
Well,
that?
it didn't turn out very well.
Remember when he read it?
No, he read it. He
read it
did.
first
And he was
time?
enthusiastic.
What was it, Adler?
It was the
number
Paul.
4.
It was for your skin. So,
But the number was
8 something. For
and he was in there cutting. And he was all excited. We said, "Wait a minute, what'd you just say?" and he was his voice.
It's for your skin.
Right. I got it.
It was the pause after 4 that got.
You know how you don't know what happened? It's like I had a lunch one day when he was trying to do that commercial, and somebody said,